to come up and join the line. Doubling about to come up and complete the line over at the 1,000-metre start. Be interesting to see who can lead here. Plenty of speed in the race. Now the starter's happy with him. He's come around to his platform. Race 5 at Albury, 1,000-metre dash. Favourite Name the Day. Set to go and racing. Doubling from the outside was actually the first to bounce into stride. Seeking Fun began quickly near the inside, and Name the Day is showing great speed too. Yarra Misses right up in the firing line too, and just behind them is Baby Bear. A length further back to start on. Glory Boy wide from Sajana Miss, and then Rocky Glen. Tough Account next, followed by Swoopy Doo. 3 lengths further back to Doubling, whose early speed didn't last long. Our Haven is well back in the race with Richie's Pet and Tim Show as last. They're flying at the 700-metre mark. Name the Day and Baby Bear by 2 lengths to Seeking Fun with a drop on them. Yarra Miss is just behind them. A length further back then to Glory Boy out wide, followed by Start on Call for its effort, and then Sajana Miss. In the stretch, Name the Day cruise to the lead here from Baby Bear. Seeking Fun is starting to give chase, and then Yarra Miss and Sajana Miss and Start on. Name the Day's got a handy break. It's a couple of lengths in front of Seeking Fun, and Yarra Miss on the outside finishing pretty well. Name the Day in front. Seeking Fun is trying hard, but Name the Day is going to be too good. Name the Day takes the prize from Seeking Fun. Yarra Miss is third. Fourth probably Start on just ahead of Baby Bear. Swoopy Doo, Sajana Miss, Rocky Glen, not a bad run. Then Doubling, followed by Richie's Pet, Tim Show. Glory Boy was disappointing. Our Haven just in front of it, and Tough Account was last to pull up. That's what you call sustained speed. Name the Day with 58.5 kilos on his back, and he's run 58.6. 58.6 is very good time with that weight on his back, and a great run by Name the Day. So the runners, the handicapper said 1, 2 and 3. Number 1, Name the Day first. Number 2, Seeking Fun. A-Master second. Number 3, Yarra Miss. Luke Nolan is third. Fourth home was number 5, Baby Bear. Fifth in number 11, Start On. The winner, Name the Day, is by Luskin Star from Delicate Walk, a 4-year-old brown gelding raced by Brian White, trained by Alan Curtis, and they combined yesterday to win with Thriller in Manila, so they're having a good carnival. That's 2 wins to them. And Travis Creek handled the horse very well. So a great win to Name the Day, just bounced to the front and kept on running. Good trying effort by the second horse, Seeking Fun. Tried very hard, and Yarra Miss were always up in the fight. They were the 3. Once they beat off Baby Bear, they had the race to themselves, and Name the Day never looked like faltering in the run to the line. And the tote dividends are up. Winner 1, Name the Day, has paid $2.70 a win and $1.30 a place. $2.70 and $1.30. Second, Seeking Fun, paid $2.10. Third, Yarra Miss, paid $2.50. The exact...
Here's Albury.
The starter coming around to his platform, so they must be all ready now for race number 6. Red light is on, and they're off. Came away in a pretty good line too. Blackwater Jack, a decent charge early. Convincing's got away well. Beasley's going to get him up into a good spot. Beginning quickly too when they settle down into stride as Caper's Way. So when they link up with the course proper, it's Caper's Way just in front of Supreme Grinder. Mr. Spanky is out 3 horses wide. Convincing tucked away on the rails 4th. Path Opera outside of it, and then a length to the grey, which is Frank Star. Kabloom is 3 wide. A length further back to Universal Theme. Wonder Blackwater Jack in the Cox colours back on the rails. 2 lengths further back to Cosmo Kramer on the inside of Prince Bard. 2 lengths to Electric Turban, followed by Astro Teddy over on the inside. On its outside as they travel down the back straight, there is Hope of the Side, and Rose of Sienna is back to the rear, and Swindler's Wave's got 3 behind it. Along the back straight they race now, and a new leader, Mr. Spanky, goes up and takes the front running here from Frank Star going up to second. A length further back then is Caper's Way, and then Supreme Grinder. Convincing getting a beautiful run on the rails next, followed by Path Opera. Wonder Kabloom, a neck further back, Universal Theme on the rails. A length and a half then to Prince Bard in the red and white. Electric Turban is outside of it, and back on the rails, Blackwater Jack. Wonder Swindler's Way. Cosmo Kramer is a good way back in the race. Then Hope of the Side, followed by Astro Teddy, and the saddle slipped on Astro Teddy. And last of all is Rose of Sienna at the 700-metre mark now, and it's Mr. Spanky on the inside, Frank Star the outside. Kabloom going up very wide around Caper's Way. Beasley is giving Convincing every possible hope. He's had a beautiful run on the rails. Moving up on the outside then a Supreme Grinder, followed by Path Opera, then Universal Theme, a good way back, followed by Electric Turban, and then came Hope of the Side. The balance up for the run home now. Mr. Spanky, the leader, and Convincing is out and chasing the 100 grand. Frank Star is running third, and further back in the race then is Caper's Way, but Convincing shot away 2 lengths in front inside the 200 metre mark. Bede Murray's looking good for the 200 grand. It shot 2 lengths in front of Mr. Spanky. Path Opera finishing on well from Blackwater Jack, but good luck to you, Bede. You've got the money here. Convincing goes away to win. Convincing has won it very easily. I think probably Path Opera second, and Blackwater Jack might have got third. Just ahead of Mr. Spanky, Electric Turban, and Rose of Sienna. Further back in the race then was Supreme Grinder, Frank Star, followed by Caper's Way. Astro Teddy next, followed further back by Cosmo Kramer, Prince Bard, Hope of the Side, Swindler's Way, and last to pull up was Kabloom. He didn't win it, he won it with a leg in the air. Number 1, Convincing. And how convincing was that? And brings home the bacon for Kembla Grange trainer Bede Murray. Number 1, Convincing. The 4th winner for the carnival for Bede. And he and his owners share 100,000. It's 50,000 to the trainer and 50,000 to the owner, shared between the owners. So it's a wonderful prize on top of winning 4 races. His first visit to Albury with horses, and he's gone home with the major end of the prize. Number 1, Convincing, the most convincing winner, ridden by L. Beasley. Number 5, Path Opera, Brad Clark is second, and we're waiting on the judge to decide third in a photo finish. The time is 2:3.17. 2:3.17, and a fair chance there'll be a drink or two in town tonight. And number 4 has lasted for third, Mr. Spanky. Number 4, Mr. Spanky, has lasted for third, ridden by Neil Payne.
Well done, Bede. 1, 5 and 4 there. All at 7.50, Norm's Bridal at 9.20. Spring Hill Express is showing at $10, the top 6, as they line up for a start for the Albury Cup. Now, Cranbourne race 4, Celebrity Head 480, 34 Prince Title, Ampersand at 26, Silver All Star 17, Light Credit 660, Boss I Am 410, Meaner Than Xena at 33, and La Perfection 240. 8, 1 and 5 from Rob. Now let's take it to Albury for race number 7 in the Cup.
King to ride, and very impressive in winning the Prelude here, and he dropped 6 kilos, so he must have a wonderful chance in the race. Ekalaka apparently is going to be ridden further back today. They say he got to the front too soon at Flemington, and that brought him undone. They were lining up for the Cup, but there are a host of chances. Tyrrell has got good form, and he's well in the market. Norm's Bridal has drawn very well. He's sure to run a good race. His Sydney form is good. So it's got one of those very evenly matched fields. 2,000 metres the trip. And the stalls are filling fairly well. Now, most of the runners are set for the Cup. Just waiting for the starter to come around to his platform, which he's doing now. Stand by. Ready to go on the Cup. The red light is on, and they're off. Born to Dance began brilliantly on the inside. Simply Success was away well, and Hunker Magic is looking for the lead. Count Scenario getting into a good position and coming across from the outside of Seattle Ken. So when they link up with the course proper now, Seattle Ken is going to the lead from Hunker Magic. Telenation is up running third on the inside of Sovereign Squall. A length further back to Count Scenario on the inside of Ekalaka closer today. Strictly Family is caught wide. Born to Dance is on the rails. Tyrrell is very wide on the track, travelling along the back, followed by Gaelic Storm. 2 lengths to Simply Success, a length and a half to Norm's Bridal. 1 further back is Spring Hill Express. Sporting is a good way back in the field. Second last is Big Talker, and last is Northern Poet. They head along the Dallinger roadside now, and Seattle Ken setting an even pace. Half a length to Strictly Family, a length to Sovereign Squall, a half a length to Hunker Magic, a length to Tyrrell getting over 1 off the fence outside of Telenation, a length and a half to Count Scenario getting a beautiful run on the inside of Ekalaka. 2 lengths to Born to Dance, a length to Gaelic Storm, a length and a half to Norm's Bridal on the inside of Simply Success. 2 lengths further back in the race then is Spring Hill Express on the outside. On the rails, Northern Poet, a length and a half to Sporting, and Big Talker is last, and 20 lengths from the lead as they head up the airport side, where Bloomfield took Strictly Family to the lead, and he opened up 2 lengths in front of Seattle Ken. A length and a half to Hunker Magic on the inside of Tyrrell, who's had no luck in the run. He's covered a fair bit of ground. Telenation working into it, and then Sovereign Squall. Count Scenario looking for a run on the rails. Payne is easing Ekalaka away from the rails. Right around them goes Simply Success. Born to Dance will need some luck from there, and Norm's Bridle's in the same boat. They fan across the track. Seattle Keen again takes the lead here from Hunker Magic. Wider out is Tyrrell. Going for a run between them there is Count Scenario. Beasley trying to push through, and look at Born to Dance forcing a passage too. Hunker Magic and Tyrrell take the lead with 200 to go. Ekalaka down the outside, and Born to Dance are closing. Ekalaka on the outside has put its head in front for Paddy Payne, and Ekalaka's coming away for the Coxdagel. Ekalaka wins the cup. It's Ekalaka. Close photo for the Miners between Born to Dance, Tyrrell and Talonation. Northern Poet just behind them from Hunker Magic. Norm's Bridle, Count Scenario. Simply Success followed in by Gaelic Storm, and then Sporting. Big Talker a good way back, followed by Sovereign Squall. Then Seattle Keen followed by Strictly Family, and Spring Hill Express is last in the cup. But Ekalaka has come with a well-timed run and taken out the prize. Coxes might have had 8 minor placings in this bonus series, but they'd be very happy to compensate with Ekalaka taking it out there. 2 winners for the day to them, and Ekalaka is the winner of the cup. Second placing to the rank outsider, number 13, Talonation, ridden by Shirley Hunter. And third is number 4, Born to Dance, ridden by Stephen King. So the Freya stable have run second and third. It's 3, 13 and 4 in the cup. 3, Ekalaka. 13, Talonation. 4, Born to Dance is third. Fourth home in the race was number 5, Tyrrell, who had to cover a heap of ground in the run. And fifth in was number 8, Hunker Magic, who also ran a great race. The time for the cup was 2 minutes, 0.73 of a second. So that's a great time. 2 minutes, 0.73 of a second. They were really running along. And number 3 takes out the cup, Ekalaka. Raced by Mrs. Helen and CJ McPhee, by Akabar out of Super Spree, a 5-year-old bay gelding, trained by Brian Cox and ridden by Patrick Payne. Pardon me.
Okay. Now moving in at Cranbourne for race number 4.
Well, a great race, the Albury Cup, and with me is the trainer, Brian Cox. Brian, I suppose earlier, or before yesterday, you might have been considered a good chance to win the bonus, but I suppose this is some sort of compensation.
Yeah, really, like we're in there with a chance. We had a bit of bad luck, but that's the way racing is. In any type of sport, you've got to have a lot of luck. Like playing any sport, we were right in there. It's good to see Bede win it because it's a fantastic thing to win, and it would have been nice to win, but I think we've got the consolation in a way.
Yeah, well, you've got a double today, and maybe there might be 3 before the end of the day. Just briefly on Ekalaka, any plans for him?
We just go day by day, but then we probably might go back to Melbourne, something like that, because we was going to have a crack at the Wangaratta Cup, but he'd probably get too much weight in that, so we'll just look at the Wagga Cup and see what happens.
Yeah, good, useful horse.
He is a very handy horse. The other day we just thought we rode him a bit wrong and probably a bit fitter today.
Yeah. And now coming up in the last, you got Mr. Obliging in the last.
Like, he's a very handy horse, but just hope there's a lot of pace on. If there's no pace on, it won't suit him because he might race over too keen. But I think the grey horse, Rebel Action, he's a very unrated horse, but you can't catch him sometimes because on his day he'll take a lot of beating.
All right, Brian, well, listen, I know you've got a lot of celebrating to do. Congratulations on a great win in the Cup here, and you having success not only in the provincials, you strike in town too, don't you?
Well, you got to work hard. Like as trainers in the bush, I think we do a fantastic job. We do a lot of miles on that. I enjoy it, and you know, so.
Well, congratulations, and you relieve me because they say I'm a mock, and I did tip Ekalaka, and you got it home.
Well, thanks very much. I think you're a pretty good judge. Everyone follows you, and I think you do a fantastic job with your show on that.
Good on you, Brian. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Brian Cox there, the winning trainer of Ekalaka in this year's Albury Gold Cup.
Thank you, Rodney. Well done, Brian. Good horse. See you at Wagga, probably. All right, let's have a look now at race number 6 at Ipswich. It was 80. And then we go across to other horses at big odds for race 8 at Albury. The lights are on. Let's take it to Jeffrey for the call of the final race from Albury.
Yes, they're getting set for the last on the program here. And it's a good quality field here to finish off the program. Quite an open race, and I think it's a good idea to have an open class race to wind up the proceedings, so punters that are winning have got exposed form to bet up on, or those that are trying to get out have got something reasonable to try their luck to remedy the situation. So Roy O'Roy is the favourite in the race. He ran very well at Kembla Grange on Saturday apparently, and so he's the popular pick, Roy O'Roy from the Bede Murray stable, and he's got Lenny Beasley on board again. So He'll have plenty of opposition. Mr. Obliging is going very well at the moment. He looks well. Now Senya Sarah comes up, and we're only waiting on Jewel Onyx now to fill the stalls here for the last race on what's been a great carnival, great 2 days of racing. Cup taken out by Ekalaka. Now Jewel Onyx goes up, and they're ready now for the final event of the carnival. Started around on his platform, ready to jump now for the last. Mr. Obliging has the inside gate. They're off. Came away in a good line too. Sir Talek actually pinged out of the gates. Toro showing plenty of dash today. Roy O'Roy's got away quickly too, and now Floral Prince is getting up into a good spot. Jump and Jive just behind them, followed by Prince Ottawa. Around the outside is Senya Sarah. A fair way back in the field. Mr. Obliging over on the rails. A good way back too is Go Errol in that group when they settle down into stride. Towards the rear is Rebel Action as they come off the corner at the 1,000-metre mark, and they're packed up. And Sir Talek takes the lead from Roy O'Roy. Moving up is Pride Rock on the outside. He's caught 3 wide on it. A length and a half further back to Toro on the inside of Seattle Rocket. Our Floral Prince in the middle. A length to Senya Sarah. Wide out is Sadrazan. A length to Jump and Jive on the rails. Behind them Prince Ottawa, followed by Oberlek. Mr. Obliging is awkwardly placed over on the inside. A good way back then is Go Errol coming up towards the corner, and back near the rear is Jewel Onyx as they come up towards the bend, and around the corner they come now, and Rebel Action is the widest runner. Into the straight they race now, and it's Roy O'Roy on the outside of Sir Talek. Pride Rock making a line of 3, and then our Floral Prince just behind them, followed by Seattle Rocket and Jump and Jive, but Roy O'Roy broke about a neck in front. Pride Rock won't go away on the outside. Our Floral Prince is making a race of it, and Jump and Jive getting right up on the rails at the 100 million. Mr. Obliging flashing through on the inside. Mr. Obliging and our Floral Prince, and Mr. Obliging. Mr. Obliging has won the last from our Floral Prince. Roy O'Roy will be third. Go Errol fourth, and Jump and Jive is next. Then Toro, followed by Pride Rock, Prince Ottawa. Then Senya Sarah, followed by Jewel Onyx. A good way back then in the race was Rebel Action. Didn't get into it from Oberlek. A long way back, Seattle Rocket, Sadrazan, and Sir Talek has carved up and run last. Great ride there by Paddy Payne again. He's come from a mile back on Mr. Obliging and got right up on the rails and blown them over. Came from a mile back, Mr. Obliging, but he didn't panic, and he came right through on the rails, and he's gone home too well to score. Number 1, Mr. Obliging, making it a treble for the day to Brian Cox, and we must remember he also had 8 other minor placings yesterday, so it's a super training performance. 7 to second, Our Floral Prince, ridden by Stephen King, and number 8, Roy O'Roy, is third, ridden by Lenny Beasley. Fourth home is number 10, Jump and Jive. And the time in the last, 124.32. 124.32 was the time in the last. Mr. Obliging is by Flotilla out of Obliging Miss, a 6-year-old chestnut gelding raced by Bill, Mrs. S and D King, Paddy Payne and Brian Cox, combining again a great combination.
You betcha. Okay, thank you, Jeff. Now let's take it a cramp. Plenty of